Welcome, dear friends. Today I will talk about modern technology and the ancient spiritual science. So, today we live in the modern time, we say, because of the technology, and the all technology what we see today came from India. Ancient books, those called Vedas, like the car, mobile, satellite, computer, everything in technology was from Veda. I will give example of computer. Each alphabet of computer was described in Sanskrit before computer was made by scientists. So the computer and the computer technology was described in Vedas. And then the researcher, they research it, they make computer. Like if you go a little before in 19th century, then the Einstein, the great scientist, he was a follower of Vedic physics, and his all theory came from the Vedic physics, and we also know it as a quantum physics. So it came from Vedas. Today people say, why we have to know, why I'm explaining this thing, because we just took the science part. Science, like to make life easy, we use science and tools, but we didn't took the principles, the right duty called dharma. We just took one part of it to make machine, make business, but we didn't took the part which serve the humanity called dharma. So the right duty, right action, meaning dharma. So I will give you one more example. Archaeologists found a million-year-old cricket ball, which looks exactly like today the cricket game people play. Exactly same. It has 4 layer like in the today cricket ball has, and that cricket ball they found it is million-year-old cricket ball. So after that, all archaeologists came in one conclusion, and that was the history of earth is repeating cycle itself, like the Veda tell the 4 yuga, 4 time cycle repeat itself each time. And that seminar was took place in India 2010 or 11. When we see on TV and news about India, they just go in slum area to show their thing, just to tell how better life is in Europe or in West. But when it comes about the awareness of knowledge, they keep it secret and just tell like the modern science, which produce machine, that is the final reality, and that is not. So when the all archaeologists went in India in 2010-11, they admit one thing: these 4 yuga, these 4 the time cycle have 4 periods. It is always moving. It is like repeating itself. So we live in this dark age called Kali Yuga, which is like 5,000 year. So almost we pass 5,000 year of dark age. So before, when the Lord Krishna took birth 5,000 year back, that was that particular time period called Dwapar Yuga, and that Dwapar Yuga was 27th Dwapar Yuga, meaning that particular time Lord Krishna took birth 27 time. The last one, which was 27, was 5,000 year back. So the dark age we are in current time is the 27th dark age on earth, in this earth. So then the golden age comes, then silver, then bronze age comes, then the dark age comes. So the time cycle on the earth divided in 4 part. So it repeats itself. So the modern technology was always there in, if we go 5,000 year back history of India. there was today we have the planes and fighter planes, modern time. But 5,000 years back there was spacecraft, more advanced science than today. So to be modern doesn't mean if we know science and we do not follow the right principle of life which based on humanity, then we are not modern, we live in ignorance. And this is what going on today. The first thing is dharma, which is right duty, to use the science source to benefit humanity. But today the science source is used to make business in the large scale. It could be benefit for humanity. Now you will think if India was that much advanced, so why they didn't manifest all that computer aircraft in 1000 years back or 2000 years back? The reason or the example is the Vedas meant to kept secret because they had the universal science, and that is misused in each age. The earthly 4-time cycle, that knowledge of Vedic book is misused. Like this time also, you say many machine and things like this, like what defense used for army, whatever, these machine are destructive. And so this was the reason humanity, when go so much advanced in science, then one point comes when it collapses. So that was the reason Vedas was kept secret. But later the researcher researched on it since 16th century, when the British came in India, they understand Vedas. From them there was different people as well, from Portugal as well, the Dutch was there, and the France was also there in India. So this way Veda was spread all over globe, and the researcher did research on that because it described aircraft, it described space ship and these things. So today when people say we are Buddhist or Christian or this religion or that religion, and we really not understand or not follower of ancient Indian culture, or maybe you also would think this way when I ask you. But if somebody is using car, somebody is using mobile, somebody is using computer, somebody is flying one place to other by plane, all that what you are using or what we all are using came from ancient India, these Vedic book. So in science way, all earth is following Indian ancient knowledge. And this is just the half part or just 20% part of the knowledge. 80% is the humanity, the right principle, which makes a person a genuine person who could serve humanity. That is not shown to anybody. And there I would like to take everybody attention. Like for example, there are Vedas, 4 Vedas. The Rig Veda called the Vedas of fire, meaning it has the technology of defense and army machine, whatever. So it called Rig Veda. There are Samved, Atharved, Rigved and Yajurved. These are 4 books. There are Upanishad and Purana. Upanishad and Purana are different books. Ancient book. Those tell about universal law. Like I say, it describe, these other books describe about life, like every soul take 8.4 million birth. The final birth is cow. So cow is the purification of 8.4 million birth. So then soul is qualified to take human body. So that is the reason cow is like holy animal. But nobody would believe it and nobody would like to follow it or accept it. But when it comes about technology, people use mobile, car, computer, whatever. All that knowledge came from Vedas. So that is that is the reason there is no right balance today. And that right balance could come if people follow the other part also. As a human, we are all soul, and it is soul journey. So to continue the soul journey, the aim of life is moksha. Moksha meaning to get rid from karmic debit, the unnecessary karma we produce. Like Lord Buddha say, the karma is the reason of suffering, unnecessary karma. So that part nobody follows. And then we say we are Christian or Buddhism or something else as a spiritual pathway. Well, it is fine you believe Christ or you believe Buddha, whatever your faith is, you believe. But same time you all are using all the technology, and that time you don't get hesitated. And that is my question. Why you not get hesitated that time you use that all advanced technology today? But when it comes about a real principle of life, about humanity, about vegetarian life, nobody bother. All things we are modern. So there is the ignorance part on us. We don't see the spiritual science and the modern technology came from it. Science exists always, not today. In each time, each era, science exists. Not everybody would understand it. For that, everybody need so much study and research. If person have time, there is like it's like in heaven, one day and night, and here 100 years pass. So I will give example. There was in 1950 around, one plane was disappear, and then after 37 years that plane landed, and the people was surprised. They asked, and the date was like 37 years back, that plane, and then they want to, the airport want to have that plane, and but that pilot was scared because it happened time travel. For that pilot it was just half an hour or 1 hour, and here in earth 37 years passed. So meaning is, when that plane was flying in 1950, around 1950, it went in sky where the multi-dimension time is divided, multi-dimension, and mistakenly it entered in that time. So to those people in plane, they think it is just half an hour, 1 hour, but in earth 37 years passed. So it was just a short example about the time and dimension in heaven, or there are different dimensions. Their time limit is so much big, not like earth we see, like here 100 years, so much little. So first comes dharma meaning right duty for humanity. That dharma could be responsibility for family, village, society, nation. Then comes earth meaning earning money to build a house, be stable. Then comes pleasure called calm meaning to being in family or relationship or married, and enjoying the life. And the fourth comes moksha meaning is to get rid from birth and rebirth. So to get rid from birth, rebirth, need to clear all karmic debits. Otherwise we again and again take birth, and then there is lot of suffering, somehow, because we often get sick and disease comes, we get old. So it is life experience, but life is in earth. When we are human, we should try to clear our karma somehow. So that called moksha. That I will describe dharma, kam, moksha, these four necessary part of each soul or each human in next video. Thanks for watching, dear friend.